Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Zeelicious cooking series. Now we're still on with our healthy series edition, and I'm about to show you how to make one very healthy delicacy. So today I'm going to show you a healthy way to prepare your beans porridge. Let me introduce you to the ingredients. For this recipe, you need 3 cups of beans, 1 boneless chicken breast, 1 medium-sized red bell pepper finely diced, 1 medium-sized green bell pepper finely diced, 4 fresh tomatoes, 4 chili red bell peppers also known as tatashe, 2 garlic cloves, 3 red scotch bonnet peppers also known as atarodo, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 chicken seasoning cube, half a tablespoon of ground pepper, half a teaspoon of curry powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme, 4 cups of chicken stock, and some salt to taste. So just like every other healthy recipe that I've been showing you how to make, it's been so simple. This one is pretty simple as well. So I'm going to start by just placing my pot on medium heat, and I'm going to transfer my beef stock into the pot. Now you can use chicken stock or vegetable stock, or you can even use water if you don't have any stock at home. It's okay, but I like to use the stock because it's more flavorful and it makes the dish really tasty at the end of the day. So that's in there. Next up, I'm going to throw in all of my beans. Now my beans has been soaking in water for about an hour. You can soak it in water a little longer, a lot more longer. It all depends on you. You can even use it straight away. It's okay, but it's been soaking in water just to get it a little bit softened. I'm going to transfer everything right into the stock, just like so. Now every time I want to make my beans in a healthy way, this is always my go-to recipe. In fact, I think this is how I make my beans. I don't use the other method of putting palm oil in stuff and all, and it still comes out tasting so fantastic and very great. So you want to always do this, make it a lifestyle. Okay, so all of that is in there. I'm just going to use my spoon to just move things around, and what I'm going to do next is just throw in some bay leaves. Now the bay leaves is going to also help lend some flavor to the dish as well. So all of the bay leaves go in, and then I'm going to season this with just a little bit of salt. Not a little, a lot goes a long way because a lot of beans. So I'm just going to put a lot of salt in there and move things around again just to combine. And I'm going to cook my beans until it is softened. Now as it cooks, I'm just going to keep an eye on it. When the stock dries out and the beans is still a little bit hard, I'm going to add more stock to it until the beans is about 95% cooked, and then you take it out. Let it not be fully cooked though, because it's still going to cook in some sauce, which I'm going to show you how to make now. So let's just cover this and allow it to cook on medium high heat. And then while it's cooking, we're going to come over here and we're going to make the sauce that's going to go with the beans. So what I'm going to do first is just drizzle some olive oil into the pot. Now what I want to do is just stir fry some chicken breast in the oil, because I always like to, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you will know that I always like to have some meaty bites whenever I'm eating whatever dish I'm having. So that's why I tend to use a lot of chicken breasts when I'm cooking. So the oil is heating up. I'm just going to come here and season my chicken breast slightly. So I'm just going to put some salt, and then afterwards I will give this a stir just to combine. Now you can season with whatever you want. You can add some pepper, some cubes, seasoning cubes, or what. I'm keeping things very healthy here. I'm just going to stir this. And if you didn't know, salt actually helps balance and heighten the taste and flavor of whatever it is you're making. So that's why it's very important that you always add salt to whatever it is you're cooking, so that you get the real taste of it. Okay, so that's done. So all of the chicken breast is going to go into the pot just for a quick stir fry. Did you hear the sizzle? Okay, so I'm just going to move things around in the pot until the chicken breast loses its pinkness. Okay, so next up, I'm just going to throw in all of my tomato and pepper blend mix. Now in here I have tomatoes, I have tatashe, that's a red chili bell pepper, I have some scotch bonnet pepper, I have some onions, and of course I have some garlic. You already know that I don't cook anything without garlic. So everything is just gonna go right into the pot to stop the sizzle. And I'm just gonna give this a quick stir around. Oh Lord, I love the way it looks. And then what I'm going to do next is just further season this with some curry powder. I'm gonna throw in some thyme. I'm gonna use some chicken seasoning for this. Just one chicken seasoning and some more chili powder. And then finally I'm gonna season with some salt. I don't like a messy pot. Some more salt. Give this a quick stir just to combine all of this together. Now you're wondering, oh Winifred, this is not going to taste good after cooking it or after simmering or whatever. Trust me, it's going to taste perfect. It's going to taste great. Because they say that when you fry tomato puree in oil, that's when you get the real taste of it. But that's a lie. Believe me guys, that's a lie. I'm going to prove it to you. So what I'm going to do is just cover this and allow it to simmer gently for about 5 to 8 to 9 to 10 minutes until the liquid content is a little bit dried out, and you'll notice, you'll see what it looks like when it's done. So let's just give it about 8 to 10 minutes and I'll come back and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so now the sauce has reduced in size. It's reduced by half, and I think my beans is almost nearly cooked as well. So what I'm going to do now is just transfer some of the sauce into the beans so that it continues its cooking process in there. Okay, so I'm going to first of all start by removing out all the bay leaves. The bay leaves are not edible, so I'm taking everything out just like so. I think I have one more. Oh, this looks so good already. Now the beans is tender, but it's not soft, and that's exactly how you want it. So I'm just going to use my ladle and transfer all of the sauce into the beans. Beans has this sweetness. It's naturally sweet. Look at that, guys. Do you like the color? I love what I see. So all of this is just going to go in. I already like what I see, guys. Also, you don't stain your dress. Then I'll just give this a stir to combine. It looks so bright eye. I like my beans a little bit squashed up though, like a little bit is this soggy or mushy right now? I don't know the word to use. But if this is not a pretty sight to behold, I don't know what else is. So you see why you don't need to add any form of palm oil when you're making your beans porridge. You already have the color, you have the texture, everything is still looking, I think it looks more pretty, or it looks prettier just as is. I'm going to put in all of the sauce, and then what I'm going to do next is just cover the pot and allow it to cook for a further 5 to 7 minutes, or until the beans is completely softened. I have a lot of clearing up to do. Back, okay? The aroma, guys, in this kitchen is super duper gorgeous. And I tell you, when you're cooking whatever dishes you're making, if you don't like what you see and what you perceive, then you must be doing something wrong. In my opinion. So, oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Now, this is oilless beans porridge. No palm oil, none whatsoever. And look at how gorgeous this looks. And I bet you, like I promise you, it tastes even as great or even better than it looks. Okay, so you guys know I'm all about taking things to another level, and I always like some freshness in whatever dish I'm making. So I'm going to be throwing in some bell peppers. I just cut them in dices, just a little. It's totally optional. If you don't like it, you can take it out. And I'll give this one final stir. Done. So I'm just gonna grab a spoon to give this a quick taste. You know, I'm all about tasting my dish. even though I already know what it's gonna taste like. But just to give you a little feel of what it's gonna taste like, I'm gonna blow. I can have this with some bread, maybe wheat bread if you're keeping things healthy. You can have it with fish, you can have it with yam, but for me, I'm gonna have it just as is. It already has a lot of chicken in it, so I don't need to have any other side dish with it. You can also put plantains into this if you like. It's totally up to you, just do what your heart desires. It's perfect. It's super duper perfect. That's all I'm gonna say. So perfect. Now you know how to make oilless beans porridge. Never add oil to your beans whenever you're making it again. Save your health, okay? Give your body all of the nourishing goodness that it deserves. And if you're ever going to recreate this recipe, kindly send me your pictures on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I'm there as Zeelicious Foods. I always love to see your creations, okay? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and also the notification bell just beside it so you can get instant notification whenever I upload a new video. So I'll see you all again really soon, okay? Until then, remember to love yourself generously and be very kind to one another. Take care, guys.